Alright guys, so as I promised, I would post another video today. It is not in that spot I was talking about, even though it is a wonderful day outside. I am feeling a little lazy. But, on to the topic that I'd like to talk about today for my first real video as I've come back. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about, since today Gamescom happened, okay, and PS4, and Sony decided to announce when the PS4 is going to come out. So, PS4 is going to come out in November, I believe 15th they said, and then like 2 weeks later for people in Europe, which is awesome, okay? I don't know why. I really wish Sony would have took advantage, though. I would have said, like, late October to like, really come out before Microsoft does. And granted, as you guys know, I have both consoles, so I'm not a fanboy. In fact, let me be honest with you guys. I'm going to tell you my personal opinions of each generation of console and how they went down. For example, I believe Sony, hands down, when it came out with PS2, won that console generation. Hands down. They had some of the greatest games I've ever played on any system. And, I mean, my childhood memories are back there, man. I mean, that hands down, man, PS2. But then Xbox Live really came about. I mean, I know it was about when Xbox One came, I mean, when the original Xbox came out with, like, Halo 2, they had Xbox Live and stuff. I mean, that was some phenomenal shit back then. But internet and other things weren't really where they needed to be for it to really take advantage of that stuff. Granted, back then I didn't really have, like, PS2, I needed a wireless adapter or, like, an Ethernet cable, and I had neither one of these things back then because I was a lot younger. So, online for me wasn't where my games were at, and, yeah, that was just how it was. But 360 came out so far before PS3 that there was no way for PS3. I mean, it took forever for PS3 to catch up. Like, let me be honest with you guys. I got PS3 like day one. Like, I was a little, well, not day one, but I got it for Christmas. Okay, I'm a little kid. I'm still believing in this Santa BS stuff, and I'm getting PS3. Okay, and here's me all giddy having PS3 original 60 gigabyte thick model. In fact, it sits here and collects dust now because the hard drive is full. But there it is, all right? Original PS3, okay? And here I am, Christmas Day, with 2 games. Need for Speed, and... no, that's a lie, 3 games. Need for Speed, I think it was like Def Jam. I don't know, I had like 3 games, all right? And let me just say, man, it took forever back then. Sony's online was horrid. The updates took forever. I mean, it took a solid 2 freaking hours to get an update done. Like, it was crazily ridiculous. And it wasn't because of my internet speed, even though it's not what I have today. It wasn't that either. It was literally, their service was just so shit. Like, it was just terrible. Okay, it was just horrible. Like, just absolutely horrid. And it wasn't until later on. I mean, it's good now. It's definitely great. But, I mean, Xbox just took the cake with Xbox Live. I mean, with party chat and private chat and just all this stuff, man. Just, like, everything about what Xbox was going on, man. They were doing it. And plus, Xbox Live is so much easier to play with friends, okay? So that's why I say hands down 361 this generation. And it's coming to a close, in my personal opinion. I mean, yes, they're still going to be there. Yes, Call of Duty Ghosts is going to be playing. I mean, yes, new games are there, but this generation's basically over, okay? Xbox won it hands down. And I mean, I don't need no fanboys hating, okay? Because this next generation is really going to be close, all right? The hardware, as I'm sure you heard from, like, major channels like Woody's Gamertag and shit, is really close to being even, okay? And even though PS4 has better RAM, and then an Xbox One has that built-in memory on the chip, I mean, it's just not. It's not really going to make a difference unless it's a first-party game, okay? Because multi-plat games are going to build for the lowest denominator. So, whichever console's weaker, that's where the developers are going to build for, unless, for some godforsaken reason, one console just totally flops. Like, if PS4 for some reason just decides to flop, okay, then you might see things like what you saw this generation with how Call of Duty played on PS3s. You always had problems with Call of Duty on PS3. Now, granted, that was because there was not enough RAM on PS3, alright? This time around, it's, like I said, it's so similar. I mean, everything from how much memory the operating system's going to take up for RAM to to just like, yeah, just like all around. Okay, like it's really similar. I mean, even the month pays. I mean, like Sony's gonna have a lot more money now to like help with their servers, or at least I hope that's what they're gonna do with the money. I mean, they give great. My personal opinion is Sony gives great deals. I mean, I didn't get into PlayStation Plus till recently, but let me just say, man, I got some pretty sweet free games. I mean, I got Battlefield 3 for free. Granted, it's old, but hell, dude, it's still a great game. I mean, Saints Row the Third was free, and I know Saints Row the 4 is out right now, but still, dude, Saints Row the 3, still a great game. And when you're getting games like this for free, or even games are really cheap, like I got Dishonored for like $10. All right, that's stuff that you get like on Steam. And Steam, that's why I like PC gaming. PC gaming because of Steam, with all the great discounts, is amazing, and it's honestly the cheaper way to go, and you always get better gaming. But this is a console war. That's why they call it console wars. And right now, the way things are looking, I mean, how all these great games like Titanfall, which is the game I'm most excited for next year, I'm not going to lie. If I could have got my hands on an Xbox One pre-order, I'd totally be playing that right now. But, sadly, I couldn't get my hands on a pre-order. Even though I did as early as possible, I will be getting PS4 first, and I'm going to get all my games mostly on the PS4. It's going to be a while until I get an Xbox One, obviously. So, I don't know, man. Most of the time, it's whatever console I get first and I have more stuff invested into. But, I mean, I got so much gamer score and all this other stuff. Because, like I said, I really didn't play the PS3 this much this generation. I really didn't. Because when I got PS3, trophies weren't implemented until, like, I think like a year and a half later. Like, it was something like that. Like, all the games didn't really have them. And then they started doing updates to add them to some games. But most of the games I started playing back then, there was no trophies to. So when I made the hop over the 360 and got my first game, Gears of War, I wasn't really missing too much on PS3 side. I mean, because Gears of War for me, look, something you don't know about me is, since I really haven't been staying active on YouTube, is that I used to be a big fan of Gears of War. Gears of War until Gears Judgment came out, and I loved Halo. I loved Halo 3. Like, Halo 3, played the mess out of it. I had so much good times on it. I'm not really much into Halo anymore either, man. I mean, even Call of Duty. Call of Duty was like one of those games that was just reliable for PS2. And it was good on this generation too. And I know it's frustrating, and there's some that I hated, some that I loved. Like, I loved World at War. I loved COD 4. Hey, I liked Modern Warfare 2. I played it a lot, okay? But as it got later into its cycle and how broken it was, it just wasn't me. Black Ops 1, it was alright. I mean, I liked it for zombies. That's what Black Ops 1 was for me, zombies. Because Black Ops 1 online, granted, it wasn't as frustrating as MW2, but it definitely wasn't. I don't know. It played like Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3 comes out. Again, that game wasn't sort of better than MW2, but it was just so broken. Death streaks were just terrible. I hated death streaks. And then Black Ops 2, a game that so many people were complaining about. I actually find that was the best Call of Duty in quite some time now. I like it a lot. I'm ninth prestige in it. Got to be 10th here soon, probably. And I'm having a great time with that. I mean, I still have a great time with that game because of League play. That's my thing right there. Like, that to me, that like brings the MLG back in my heart. I love game battles. I love MLG. I love all that stuff. I am a hardcore gamer, I guess you would say. But it doesn't dominate my life anymore. Like, I got a job, and that's why Call of Duty for me is a good game, because I can hop on there, do well, and go back to what I gotta do. I mean, hell, right now, I'm procrastinating from reading a freaking book. Okay, I gotta read this freaking book, alright? And it's much better than The House of Seven Gables, so I shouldn't complain. I have an awesome teacher where I live in America, and I got some awesome teachers. They're really amazing, and I'm super excited. Well, not super excited, but I'm more excited than I was for school. I mean, got some sweet classes, awesome teachers. It's pretty cool learning. I guess you'd say I'm a nerd, but what the heck, man? I mean, summer's great, and the league should do whatever, but I want to go places in life, and YouTube, for me, is just going to be like this fun thing. For me, the reason why I'm really coming back to YouTube is because, like, whenever you put something up on the internet, it's going to be there forever, no matter what happens. So if my phone breaks or my hard drive gets corrupted, whatever it might be, it's on YouTube. It's there. It's almost like this high-tech version of documenting my life almost, okay? Like, I'm not writing a book, but it's almost like an autobiography. So you really get to capture the mood of my day. And I don't know. I just think that this video has been going on for quite some time, though. And I guess I really haven't talked on much either. I just told you more about my life. But hopefully, you, the viewers, will want to stick it out with me, I would love to get in some games with you guys. Like I said, I have all the devices. I would love to play with you guys and meet new people. And if you're out of the country, hear different stories from you as long as you speak English. Fortunately, I'm not the most well-versed in different tongue. But I hope you guys have a great day, and definitely check out Gamescom. There was plenty of stuff that was cool that was in the Sony conference and the Xbox conference, if you're interested in next-gen consoles. If you have a question, leave a comment. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you could, share me out there if you really appreciate it. And like I said, guys, have a great day.